After they see TL at his lonely assisted living home, there is almost as much stillness in the truck as there is when Tommy eventually talks. He claims that TL used Tommy as a punching bag for his own shortcomings, hurt himself while working on rigs, and drank excessively to deal with a coked-out tornado of a mother. However, after he cautions Cooper that the cycle will continue if he is involved in parenting Ariana's son, there is another period of stillness. Tommy, a man who may enjoy having the final say even more than giving lectures, is rendered speechless by his own son's straightforward display of vulnerability. "Dad, I adore you." Cooper thinks Tommy ended the cycle. However, Tommy's statement is also true. "I didn't do it." Because TL and him only have unpleasant conversations, if the senior Norris weren't already in a wheelchair, they would immediately resume trading blows. Tommy applies the same aggressive attitude to the funeral parlor where he arranges Dorothy's funeral. His mother's coffin should be surrounded by enough flowers to indicate that he made an effort, but not enough to let people know that he will miss her. We anticipated that Tommy would move TL into the Midland M-Tech's bunkhouse with them, adding a whole new level of extended family madness. He may still do so, but for now, Ainsley and Angela are keeping things under control. To the dismay of Nathan and Rebecca Falcone, Kayla Wallace, who say, "We need an office," Ainsley is performing TCU cheers and back handsprings in the yard. To our dismay, the Norris ladies are still conducting their do-it-yourself outreach program for senior citizens. The main motivation for this plot was never fully understood in the previous season, but it returns in LANDMAN Season 2. When the facility's traditional seated aerobics class for the seniors turns into an unusual but normal day party with gin and coconut cocktails, 2 inspectors from Texas Health and Human Services give the go-ahead. During the altercation, one of these old people police touches Angela. She drops him where he is. The other one is tripped by Ainsley. Until the actual police arrive and handcuff the women, everything is extremely step-on-a-rake cartoon-like. Tommy then receives a call from Walt Joberg, Mark Colley, who in some way has the authority to direct the sheriff to free Angela and Ainsley. We are still waiting for anything meaningful to emerge from this boring old people's house plot. Tommy was unable to completely escape his father's transgressions, and Cammy Miller discovered that Monty had committed some of his own. Similar to a lawsuit challenging a $420 million settlement for a gas drill blowout off the Louisiana coast. The customers want to know why M-Tex's rebuilding was never so successful. They are curious about the fate of their hundreds of millions. Additionally, Nathan and Rebecca discover Monty's path when they dig. Using the settlement money to paper the large workover fields from the previous season, he assumed he would take care of the remainder later. Yes, everything that perishes eventually reappears. It's not Monty Miller. Just his accounting from the House of Cards. At least Kayla Wallace gets another chance to play Rebecca, the murderous corporate lawyer, in this latest M-Tech's crisis. The client's white male attorneys call her Tiger, which is typical sexist nonsense. Additionally, Rebecca maintains a professional demeanor in the conference room, but it is tinged with caustic acid. Would you like to strike a deceased guy in front of his widow and a jury? I am in. I'm all set. I enjoy parties like that. Even in death, Monty Miller continues to cause trouble, and Mini Monty is already facing difficulties. The cartel did not blow Tommy's life this time around in LANDMAN by landing a pilfered M-Tex aircraft on a roadway in West Texas. They just infiltrated his son's developing oil enterprise. Cooper's wells are all hitting simultaneously. Thousands of barrels of oil every day is a blessing. The issue is that while the money was flowing like oil, he never inquired about his supporters. Tommy is shocked to see the contract Cooper signed with Sonrisa, a petroleum lender no one has ever heard of. From his son's lack of diligence to the unfair conditions and recovery rate. It's an arrangement that keeps Cooper accountable to the cartel while protecting and benefiting them. You can see Andy Garcia smiling with drug lord glee as Galino, who hasn't been seen this season. Legally, he has trapped Tommy Norris into a form of generational blackmail, and the bill will undoubtedly be due shortly. Tommy tells Cooper that Galino, who is identified as Sonrisa's fund manager, is your new partner. Son, it's a serious fucking issue. Land Mania for Season 2 Episode 2 of Landman, Sins of the Father. Cooper still has additional issues. Ariana tells him she loves him but he needs to leave when he's washing down with the yard hose, drenched in the filth that is his financial future. His dream is to get wealthy, not hers. My husband died for this house, and I like it. She is not going to relocate or start over with another man on this hazardous oil job route. Is Ariana and Cooper really coming to an end? Tommy assures his son that she is correct regarding the funds. It destroys more families than it repairs. Baby drill, drill. The boom has begun 9 months into the new administration. The closest Landman has come to recognizing the real-life connections to its TV oil business drama is a radio DJ's spiel in this episode. Tommy, at least, isn't taking the optimism at its value. When he yells at the radio that the person is mistaken and delivers a biased lecture, it's hilarious. Tommy would likely admonish them as well if he ever came across our IRL dictatorship.